Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, you got to be Marine in life. I forgot my suit coat. So what do? You do the show anyway, right? That's what you do. Well, let's jump right in. Short agenda, but some great stuff. The January 6th hearing yesterday. Did you listen to Liz? I couldn't watch it, except I had it on the radio, and I listened to Liz Cheney and the chairman's opening statements. Everything these people said applies to them. When they talk about undermining democracy, my head wants to explode. Who's the side undermining the democracy? It's the greatest example of transference, where you say what you're really doing and try to blame somebody else, I've ever heard before in my life. And these cops, folks, these police officers aren't the tough cops that work in major cities across this country. These are police officers hired by the House and Nancy Pelosi, all doing their act, all their role, all their false crime. How many people died on January 6th? One. A woman shot by a cop, and we don't even know the name of the cop yet. That's the only person who died. Nobody else was freaking injured. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, thousands have died across this country in these major cities this year. People getting shot and killed left and right. It's unbelievable. Nancy Pelosi knew. They knew that there could be trouble, and they did nothing on purpose. Does anybody think Trump wanted these people to storm the Capitol? No. He wanted them to go down and protest. Peacefully. Period. I get so fired up, these phony asses. The good news is everybody gets it. Liz Cheney's at 20% favorable rating in Wyoming. Hope she goes down to 0. The Department of Justice issued an opinion that mandatory masks are legal. I want to explain this in the most simplest of terms. I'm getting calls in Texas all over the place, including a nurse in a major hospital who said they're going to say, you know, we're going to have mandatory vaccinations. Well, just so you know, the law, an employer can make you get a vaccination to work there. But you don't have to work there. You can leave. Now just think, if half the people at your work said, we ain't doing it, is your employer able to replace half their workers? Can a hospital replace half their workers? I don't think so. If everybody stuck together, you could beat this back. But anyway, the Department of Justice is just part of the political gangsterism. Now, I'm going to do a special show on this. Jacob Barton, you better be working on my outline. I want it no later than Thursday night. You know what, folks? You can't make this up. Remember, they told everybody who got vaccinated you wouldn't have to wear a mask. Now, they're trying to force people to get vaccinations, and they're wanting you to wear a damn mask. Forced vaccinations, forced mask wearing. They're a bunch of clowns. They are a bunch of clowns. Simone Biles. I got two views on this. First and foremost, could you ever imagine Wayne Gretzky, Tom Brady, Pete Rose, Pele, and Michael Jordan, the 5 GOATs in Eric Deters' opinion, in those 5 sports, doing what Simone Biles did? Never, ever, ever. So there's part of me that is like, really, Simone? You're supposed to be the bad. There were people talking about she's the greatest of all the GOATs. Well, boy, did that reputation take a hit. So on that level, I can't believe it. She walked away. Now, on the other side, what people don't realize, I don't know everything that's going on in your life. You don't know everything going on in my life, but I can tell you right now, it's pretty damn good right now. But you just don't know. I mean, we don't know when you're fighting with your spouse, you got an issue with your kid. I mean, we don't know what's going on. There's that old Indian saying, you know, until you walk a mile in a man's moccasins, you know, you don't know. Well, you don't know what's really going on with Simone Biles. If she has some mental health issues that's bad, that's sad, and I get it. It's her life, but the problem is she took that spot on that Olympic team. So she's got some duties and obligations. So that's a letdown. So for her to say, well, there's more things more important than the Olympics. Well, now's not a very good time to make that statement. So I think it's awful what she did. At the same time, not knowing everything that's going on in her life, maybe it's an understandable thing, but I don't know everything that's going on in her life. ESPN writer said that seeing the flag disturbs him because he keeps thinking of January 6th. Who sees the American flag and says, oh, January 6th? ESPN is so woke, it's not funny. Remember the American Communist 10. New York Times writer wrote that Trump supporters should be considered enemy of the state. 80 million people, we're considered enemy of the state. Boy, that tweet went down quick. AOC says that she's for the carceral system. Don't you get tired of people using words that don't make sense? I had to look up carceral. I've never heard that. What is that? You know, it's the incarceration. Carceral? You know, gain of function? Where do they come to gain of function? They always come up with these terms that nobody understands what the hell they're saying. Why don't you say what you mean and mean what you say? Carceral. AOC doesn't want a prison sentence. Not only does she want to defund the police, hell, let's defund jails. Apple made $21.7 billion this quarter. Tesla made $1 billion in the quarter. See their power? Do you see their power? Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie is going to appeal his $500 fine. He lost. He's going to appeal it. Apparently file a lawsuit over it. I got to get Thomas Massie on the show. He's a crazy mofo just like me. We got to get Thomas Massie on here. Geraldo. Geraldo says, no shirt, no shoes, no vaccination, no service. Cute, Geraldo. By the way, I like telling this story. And I mean, this is anecdotal, but Willie told me, waiting in the green room at Fox News, he's never known anybody who smelled as bad as Geraldo. Take a shower, Geraldo. Coke and China, not cocaine, Coca-Cola. Tom Cotton's all over Coca-Cola for refusing to bash communist China. Folks, American Communist 10, they're all globalists. All Coke, Apple and company, they look at China and think, we can sell a lot of freaking Cokes. They ain't going to say a damn thing about them. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. We'll try to get this up by noon today, like we're supposed to. Have a great day.